Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to reorganize my bookshelf. I have been needing to do this because I am completely out of room. I'm going to flip you around and show you kind of how I have everything set up currently and kind of what the issue is. I need a new bookshelf, or not a new one, but just another one. I just don't have the room for it, so I have to work with what I have. I've also found a lot of new authors and books that I like this year that I kind of want more in my peripheral view, if you know what I mean, like move some books down, move some books up, everything like that. I'm gonna flip you around, kind of show you how everything is laid out. I will probably also show you my physical TBR because I am going to be unhauling some books. There are just some books that have been on here for far too long on my physical TBR cart that I just know I'm not interested in. I can always repurchase them. And so for some of the books that I just know I don't want to read, I'm going to get rid of them. Make space for some new books that I'm really looking forward to. So let's do that. Okay, so starting at the top shelf, this is all of my Cassandra Clare books. And part of the issue is I've been having to hide books behind each other because I just don't have room for all of the videos. Let me put you in 0.5. There we go. So I just don't have any room for more books. This is my Sarah J. Maas shelf. And again, you see Crown of Midnight starts here. That's because they're all back here. So I just need to make more room for other things. Moving down, I have some more kind of fantasy-esque books. I have some older books that I read. All of these are majority I've read this year, actually. Going down farther, we have some dystopian, some romance / like mystery, and then all romance here. We have my thrillers section, and then just some random books. And then these are all very old books. I read these all throughout high school, and I just didn't want to get rid of them yet. This is the bottom shelf. Don't mind the toys. That is for my nephew. These are other books that I've just had for a very long time. And like my Harry Potter books, I'm probably going to keep down here just because it's such a big collection and I am in the middle of reading them. That's why there's some missing. But I think I'm just going to leave them down here. This I just recently did. So these are just the books that I literally have been stacking up over here. I've been hiding away behind other books because I just can't fit them. I actually cleared out some clothes and got rid of that basket so I can fit some more books here. I don't know if I rotate them, if I can fit more. We'll just have to play around with it. That is kind of what it's looking like right now. I'm going to go through this and we'll start by just taking off the top two shelves because I think I know what I want to do with those. So that's a good start. Okay, I have the first two shelves empty. All of the books are down here. I'm going to show you my most recent purchase, and I just couldn't help myself, okay? No judgment. I bought the hardcover set of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I just couldn't help myself. It's one of my favorite series, and I love the, like, UK edition, basically, is what they were when I bought them. But these are just so cute too, and eventually I think I want to go back and reread this series. So I figured because I've already kind of annotated those, I would go through and like truly annotate these because those just have like stickers, so, or like tabs. I don't know how I want to do it, but I do want to incorporate this into this shelf. I just don't know how it's gonna go. I almost think it's gonna be like 1.5 shelves for Sarah J. Maas, but we'll see. don't know. It's such a cool concept. I can't let it go yet. I will let it go in the future. I'm just not sure yet. If you didn't know, this is the first kind of big series I ever truly loved. And so it's hard for me because it's more sentimental and nostalgic for me. So I don't know. Here is for the last two books. They should fit perfectly because that's how I had them up here, and then I took off every book I haven't read. So yes, every single book right now on my shelf I have read, other than like that's Brian's book. These are some poetry books. I've read one of them I've kind of just read through different, chapters. But I'm going to bring you at the top, show you what this is looking like, and then we'll work on this one, and then we'll get rid of some books. Okay, top shelf is looking beautiful. This is literally all ACOTAR. Moving down, I'm actually really happy. I was really worried because a lot of these books were hidden, but I was able to fit them and display them. So we have my Throne of Glass, my collector's edition, the Crescent City hardcovers, Crescent City Barnes & Noble exclusives, and then both of my Powerless books. We have my Cassandra Clare shelf. Again, the only ones I've hidden are Clockwork Angel, because I have the 10th anniversary edition, and then the Shadowhunter Codex, because I'm unsure if I want to keep it or not. There is a space up here for the second book, which is on my TBR. I just haven't read it. Moving down here, this gets a little jumbled. We have some like fantasy books, romance e-books, then all my romance novels. There is some space in here just because I got rid of some books and I don't have a book to fill it. Then down here, we have dystopian, some like romance almost kind of mystery. We have all my thrillers here, which I am glad that they all kind of fit like that. Brian's book, my poetry books, and then some miscellaneous books from when I was younger. And then moving to the last shelf, we have Cinder, which I just couldn't fit anywhere. Allegiant, Divergent, Insurgent, all those books. I'm just unsure about how I feel. They just aren't my favorites, so they don't need to be displayed. I've never read The Lord of the Rings, but it's a whole backstory. If you want to hear it, just let me know. And then my Harry Potter books, of course. I have gotten rid of 3 books as of right now that I will show you at the end, but we are going to work on this shelf a little bit. Probably as best as it's gonna get. This is my TBR cart, okay? So everything that I have on my physical TBR cart, you can see. There's nothing like on the back or anything like that. So just looking at this, I do have a few that I want to get rid of. I have a pretty extensive stack, I would say, at least, seeing how I love to collect books. I have a pretty extensive stack of books I am getting rid of. So let's talk about the first few that I put in this pile when I was organizing. The first one is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child parts 1 and 2. I was keeping this just so I had like a full collection of the series. I just don't want to read it. I haven't heard like amazing things about it. So why have it on my bookshelf? If I want it, I can always buy it again. I'm not even going to pull off the sleeve to know what it looks like underneath. But this is the first book I will be unhauling. The next book I'm going to unhaul is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I have had this for a very long time. Came out in cover images is 2013, but I've had this for a very long time, and the text is super, super small. At least now it doesn't look too small at my age, but there's definitely some like water damage from something. I don't even know what. I have not read this book, and I've had it for so many years, probably 10 years. So I just need to get rid of it. If I ever want to read it for some reason, I will pick it up. I will buy it again. But I've seen the movie and I'm just not interested in it at the moment. So I'm going to unhaul this one. The next one I'm going to unhaul is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I actually got this because I had a coupon to a local bookstore. A coupon. I had a gift card. And I couldn't find anything, and this was the only one. It was very talked about at the time, so I was like, okay, I'll buy it. I have not read it. I've heard it's really sad, and it's just not something I am interested in at the moment, and I can't see myself reading it at least this upcoming year even. So I just think I need to make some more room on my bookshelf and on my book cart for some different books. Next are the books that I took off my TBR cart. These have been on my my bookshelf for a very, very long time. The first one I'm unsure how to feel about, but I've never read it and it doesn't really stand out to me. Oh no, I'm gonna have to keep it. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken grabs you by the heart from its opening notes and doesn't let go until its knockout blockbuster final. Sarah J. Maas. I'm going to keep this book. I'll put it back on my bookshelf, but if I don't read it in the next, let's say 6 months, I'm going to get rid of it. The only reason I'm keeping it is because Sarah J. Maas said it's really good and she's one of my favorite authors. The next book I'm going to unhaul is Ash Princess. If you didn't watch one of my last TBR picks, I think it was when Brian was picking my books, he actually he was going to pick this one and then didn't. Let me see when this came out too, because this has 2018, so I've had this on my shelf since 2018. It is about to be 2024, and I have not picked this up. I liked the cover. Honestly, I went for the cover. It sounds like an interesting book, but I just don't think I'm going to read it. If I do, it'll have to be within the next 3 months, and I just don't know. I just don't know if I'm going to want to. So as of right now, this is the next book I'm going to unhaul. The next book might come to you as a shocker, but that is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I am just not interested in this book. I think it's because it was so hyped up and then the movie came out and I just don't have any interest to read the book. I've watched the movie and I'm satisfied. If I ever want to read it, I'll just pick it up again. I heard really good things about, and then I heard awful things about it, and everyone hated it. And that is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. I am going to get rid of this book. I got it at half-priced books. I bought it just because I was like, oh, you know, people are saying it's really good. Picked it up. People just didn't like it. So I don't want to read it. And if you think it's an amazing book, then sure, I will pick it up and I will read it, or I'll see if it's on Kindle Unlimited and read it there. But I don't need to own a copy. That has been sitting on my cart for probably 5 months, maybe more. It was probably summer when I bought it, so it's been a minute. Along with Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey, this is going to be in, like, basically detention. I did not like this book. I did not. It wasn't for me. I was very confused. I couldn't tell you what it's about now. I have a little bit in my brain. I know a little bit. I know there was a river. I know there were letters. That's about it. I don't want to say I'm keeping it for the cover, but I am keeping it for the cover. Like I said, I'm going to put this in a spot. I'm going to think about it the next time I reorganize my bookshelf, or if I get a new bookshelf, I might get rid of this because I do see myself buying a lot of new books this year. And I just am unsure about this. I will probably put it back on my shelf for the time being because I am getting rid of 6 books, which I think is very good. I know it's not a lot, but I'm proud of myself, but I'm going to keep this for right now. But it is in the probably will get rid of later pile. I am going to put this cart back. I do think I'm going to make a video of everything on my physical TBR, just so you guys can see it going into the next year. I know you just saw like a sneak peek, but I do have some books like that are coming in the mail, and then also after Christmas. So I think I'll film that after Christmas. That way you can see everything I get. But let's do a quick walkthrough of what these shelves are looking like and end this video. Okay guys, so this is the final look at the shelf, along with that cute little pile right there. The books I'm getting rid of, which I'm sad but happy to say I'm proud that I'm getting rid of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, comment down below any new books that you're excited on getting, any books you put on your Christmas list, or just your thoughts on this video. If you have any questions about where anything's from, please let me know. I'm very happy I did this, and going into the new year, I'm very excited for all the books I'm going to read. Where am I going to put them? I don't know, but we'll find out. And Merry Christmas! I don't know if I will put up a new video before Christmas, so if I don't, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!